Thomas and Friends, The Sunken Treasure, from Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure movie. The Sunken Treasure, illustrated by Tommy Stubbs. The sun was shining brightly on the island of Sodor. "It's a perfect day for racing Birdie," Thomas thought. Express coming through, he peeped as he sped past Birdie. Inside Thomas's coaches, the passengers bounced about like peas in a frying pan. "Slow down, Thomas," Annie said. "You know that Sir Topham Hatt doesn't approve of you racing." "Nonsense," Thomas puffed. "I've been racing on my branch line for years." The next morning, Thomas was still in a racing mood. Instead of bringing Gordon his coaches, he sped off with the coaches himself. Thomas raced past Gordon, pushing the coaches faster and faster. Then, "Cinders and ashes," Thomas gasped, stopping suddenly at a red signal. The coaches flew off the tracks. Sir Topham Hatt was not happy with Thomas. He sent him to work on the new branch line that was being built. "But sir," Thomas peeped, "what about my branch line?" A new tank engine named Ryan rolled up. "I'll look after that line." Thomas could not believe it. Thomas went to work on the new branch line. There was danger at the construction site, but he didn't pay attention to the caution signs. Suddenly, the earth crumbled away beneath Thomas, and the tracks buckled and broke. Thomas crashed down into a giant underground cavern. Fizzling fireboxes. "Where am I?" he peeped. As Thomas looked around the cavern, he saw something amazing. There in front of him was an old pirate ship. After Emily towed Thomas away for repairs, Rocky pulled the pirate ship up out of the cavern. "How did that ship get in there?" Alfie asked. Jack thought that someone had built it there, like a ship in a bottle. "Nonsense," puffed Donald. "There must have been a way to sail it in. If there's a buried pirate ship, there must be buried treasure, too," Marion peeped. Out in the bay, a mysterious sailor appeared in his sailboat. He was holding a telescope. "Stop bobbing about," he said sternly to his tiny boat. "Sorry," the boat replied. The sailor raised his telescope to watch the excitement at the construction site. He started to make a plan. That night, Thomas was feeling upset about Ryan, the new tank engine, so instead of sleeping at the sheds, he rolled to a siding. Suddenly, he heard a rustling. He looked up and saw a ghost boat glowing in the dark. Thomas followed the eerie boat. A ghostly figure stood on its deck. The boat glided past the danger signs, right up to the edge of the hole that led into the cavern. That's when Thomas realized it wasn't a ghost boat, it's a man, and he's got wheels. "Why are you sneaking about after me?" the man asked. Thomas introduced himself. "I discovered this cavern and the pirate ship, but Rocky got the credit instead." "Well, that makes us friends," the man replied. "My name is Sailor John." "And I'm Skiff," the boat said. "We are looking for treasure." Sailor John tied a rope around his waist, and Thomas slowly lowered him into the cavern. "Sailor John gave me wheels after he saw that you had found the ship," Skiff explained. "This way we can search on land." "Arr! I've found it!" Sailor John exclaimed from the hole. "The treasure?" Thomas and Skiff asked. "No," the sailor called back. "The map." Sailor John has found a treasure map. What will happen next? To find out, turn the book over and upside down and continue reading. And click the next video to continue this story.